911, what's your emergency?
The following content is graphic, emotional, and includes dark humor that may not be suitable for all listeners. Discretion is advised. These stories are based on real-life EMS, military, and healthcare experiences. Calls are real, providers are real, names and details have been changed to protect privacy. They may be disturbing to some and are definitely inappropriate for HR department. Any medical or mental health discussion is personal experience, not protocol. Use your damn brain. Follow your local guidelines, and when in doubt, call med control. If you're struggling, don't do it alone. Talk to someone, a coworker, a friend, a therapist, or hell, reach out to me. I'll answer. Need help right now? Text or call 988 or visit 988lifeline.org.
Well,
So
but
for PTSD, everybody, there's complex PTSD, dissociative dissociative PTSD, late expression PTSD, uncomplicated PTSD, and acute stress disorder.
Mhm.
And most of us in this field wind up with the complex or dissociative or the delayed expression.
The light expression
So
for me is the big one. It takes me
and that's
about 2 to 3 days or a week to up to a week to actually process that, hey, this is affecting me. And not just not feel anything about it in between that. So, if you can find for those in the field, if you can find that the way that your PTSD manifests, that's going to be a very beneficial thing for you. And on top of everything, just being open with yourself and willing to do that self-reflection on it. I think the layman's term out in the community would be shadow work. But being, looking into what's causing these things and how they affect you and noticing the patterns of how long it takes, and understanding. I am rambling.
so. No, you're good. You're good. So on that note, how did you honestly learn to leave work at work, even though you ran, say, God forbid, you ran a call, pediatric cardiac arrest, that does sit with us, and it all, like, guess ourselves. How did you learn to leave that at work and not bring it home?
My my go-to, and I learned this while I was working ER. When that badge comes off, you hang it in your car, and that all of that energy goes with it. All of that time goes with it, and it's a conscious effort to make. But as soon as that badge comes off, we're done. Until we have time to process this in a healthy manner, and we have the ability to, it stays there with that badge. It's important to learn how to understand your own mind in order to make that work. But for me, that was a good little ritual to do for it.
I gotcha. So did any of this? I know it did, but how did this change the way that you communicate now with your husband and your children? Did that change a lot, or did it just a minuscule amount?
It honestly changed. I feel like I have the capability to be so much more open with Wes, in terms of what's happening and how it's going, and I feel like he knows how to respond to that a lot better. And again, this has been a process to learn. This does not change overnight. But everything about this is it's not going to be quick. But as far as the kids go, it's still you still have to be very careful, obviously, because you don't want to tell them what's going on. You can't tell them what's going on, but you can't explain, like, hey, this sometimes we've explained kind of mental health and how that works a little bit, but like sometimes sick looks a little different. But we sometimes we get sick in our head, and sometimes it can be difficult. So sometimes when mommy or daddy says that we're sick, it may just look a little bit different.
If you think it's too heavy to say it anyway. It beats a eulogy. You don't have to apologize for surviving however you can. You're not the reason things are heavy. You're the reason they're still moving. Need support right now? Reach out to me. Reach out to somebody. Text or call 988 or visit 988lifeline.org. You're not alone. Not in this job. Not in this fight. Want to share your story or connect? Visit critical-run.com or message the Facebook page, Dispatched and Dysfunctional. We're building this for you, for them, for all of us.